Hello, hello. Welcome to Tea for Lunch, a weekly show powered by Arcade.
Each week, we'll serve you the news that we're following in social media, entertainment, celebrity, and tech in 15 minutes or less. You can catch the show live on Instagram on Thursdays at about 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, or on all podcast providers and YouTube on Fridays. Today, we're your hosts this week, Mitzi and
Harry.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's been a minute since we've been on here.
Yeah, a lot's changed.
I know. Welcome to our new wall. This is some of our favorite sayings, internet lingo that we are in love with. And so we've printed them out on these cool posters. There's so many good ones on here. Mm-hmm. I'm really into this.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel bonita? That's one of my favorites.
I definitely love wake up and smell the ROI.
That's a good one. Ragtag group of crazy, stupid, talented, rock star, legendary freaks that can do anything digital. That's one of my faves, too.
Another day, another sleigh.
Yes. And, of course, we can't forget sliving, which is
a Paris Hilton original co-opted by Manny himself.
Do we even have permission to print this one? Not sure. Manny on our team thinks that this is his original quote, but it's Paris Hilton.
It's Paris. I feel like almost every pop culture reference can be attributed back to Paris Hilton.
It can definitely go back to Paris Hilton for sure. Yeah. She does not get enough credit for how much she shapes her culture.
Totally.
But yeah, these are exciting. This is our new wall. There's lots of interest and excitement around it. A funny story about this, we printed out these posters, and as our team was putting it up, Morgan, our producer of the show, noticed that, she called out a very important fact that when you film these, they will appear backwards on camera. So it might appear backwards to you as you're looking at this on the live. They are, in fact, printed properly on like in real life, but we are going to print them backwards so that they can be, I don't know, inverted. Flipped. It's kind of like boggling my mind a little bit, but it's going to make sense.
We'll be staring at them backwards, but y'all will be staring at them forwards, which is what's important, because they're behind us, so they're backwards to our backs anyway.
It's true, yeah. So for 1 week only, they're properly like printed for us, our eyes in real life, but not on camera. Anyways.
Totally. Mirrors are fun. Mirrors are cool. Physics is cool.
Totally. Yeah. But anyways, it's been a crazy few weeks.
It has been.
How have you been?
Good. I'm really leaning into the weather that we have here. A lot of rain, a lot of fall vibes. Mm-hmm. I've fully pivoted from my summer playlist to like my fall Boy Genius, Bon Iver kind of vibes. So I'm settling into that. Going sweater shopping, checking out HomeSense. I'm really leaning into it.
Love that.
How about you?
I am so ready for fall. I'm loving this weather. I'm ready for sweaters, ready for all of it. It's going to be great. And speaking of playlists, for September, we curated a really exciting playlist. A few people on our team, we curated a Latin-inspired playlist featuring all of our favorite Latin hits, and it'll be available for the September playlist. So it's exciting.
Mm-hmm. And shout out Chester for the incredible artwork for that one.
Yes, It's so good. He always kills it, but this one's going to be really amazing.
Yeah,
totally. I'm excited about it. We actually got someone who critiqued our playlist.
We did.
And requested some different genres because all we were doing was like hip hop and R&B, which is in heavy rotation at the office. But yeah, we're going to mix it up.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what we bring for the next couple months.
For the next playlist, I think we should do a reading vibes playlist.
Ooh.
More like cozy autumn reading.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Folk.
You were thinking like music that like suits.
Yes.
I thought you were talking like we go like full audiobook.
No.
the arcade biography just on repeat.
No, because we have we're starting our arcade book club in September too. Mm-hmm. There's a lot going on.
We are shifting directions, and we're not doing sports this winter. Mm-hmm. We are doing knowledge. So,
which reading can be a sport.
Totally, yeah,
for sure. Yeah. We're even doing merch. I think.
Could not compete. But.
No, I could not compete either. I'm just trying to keep up.
True,
as I am in sports. So it works out.
It works out.
Anyways, that's really exciting. We got lots going on.
Totally, it's gonna be a busy, fun time, but I can't wait for Q4 is going to be exciting.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Well, we have lots to talk about too on this show, so I think we should dive in.
Let's do it.
Okay, first up, it's time for The Sip, your weekly rundown of the top stories happening in social media. First up, are you having trouble finding a song you love? Because YouTube is introducing a new feature where you can search for a song by humming it, which I'm in love with this feature.
I love that.
Speaking of YouTube, the platform is also testing rounded corners for default viewing mode. They're also testing smaller skip ad buttons, which is a game changer. And in other news, X, formerly known as Twitter, has noted that they will remove the block feature on the app except for DMs. LinkedIn has also updated their newsletter platform so that newsletter subscribers will auto-follow your regular LinkedIn updates. And Pinterest is rolling out new teen safety features that include wiping all followers from users under the age of 16.
Well,
I know.
a lot is going on.
It's very,
happening.
very true.
A lot of really pivotal things, I feel.
Yeah. This roundup feels like it's small updates, but they're really not. The fact that that Pinterest is wiping followers from people under age 16, I think is amazing. I hope it's a precedent that other platforms follow suit with. Because I personally, as a parent, don't think that people under the age of 16 should have people following them.
I totally understand. It's as someone who faked my age to get Facebook at 13, it's no. It's people shouldn't be able to do that, It's the internet is kind of it's not a good space in some spots.
Totally.
For young folks.
And I'm curious what you think about rounded corners for YouTube.
I love it.
No hard edges?
I love soft design so much. So, anything that wants to round its corners or give itself a little gradient blur or a little background shading, I'm all for it. The more UI, the more beauty within the UI, the better.
I'm with you. I don't think I have a preference for hard or soft corners, but it sounds nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bring on the soft corners.
Bring on the soft corners. Yeah. It's soft design season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we move on to the main stories?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So for our first one, the Creators Guild of America has officially launched and it is accepting applications. The guild was made by a group of creators and influencer marketing leaders from brands like Microsoft, Disney, and Linktree. For example, YouTuber iJustine, one of the OGs, is one of the first board members. The group is defined as the official nonprofit organization that protects and promotes the interests of digital creators. So this looks like advocacy, helping creators get CGA mark on eligible media types, resourcing a network of opportunities and experiences that only guild members can participate in. So there are 3 types of creators eligible for the guild, and that is media, marketing, and then makers. Criteria varies based on category, but all include a follower or downloading requirements, income base, and creative credits.
This is so interesting and something we've been watching closely when it comes to unionizing and creating groups. So we saw that obviously the Writers Guild is on strike, same with the Actors Guild. And there's been a lot of talk about people wanting to do a union for reality stars, which is something we actually noted in our Scan Club newsletter. If you're a newsletter subscriber, we have been talking about this for a while. So when this came up, we were all like, oh, interesting, because this makes sense that there would be something like this for creators. So I'm really excited about it. I'm curious to see what they will do, how they'll support creators, how it will legitimize the creators who are currently working in this industry, and how it will also standardize how we work with creators.
I feel like that last point is something that stands out to me as the most important thing is the internet itself is still really new, and internet-based occupation is still really new, and having something that feels like a properly set up, really combed through, detailed advocacy platform for creators and people who, are doing really interesting things online as kind of business opportunities. It's having that kind of protection for them is something that I feel like we've gone without for a little too long. So it's really exciting.
Yeah, and it's also interesting too because I think, if I'm not mistaken, the top job or most wanted vocation for Gen Z and even Gen Alpha right now is like creators. Like they sell like little toy creator kits, which is like tripods and fake cameras. So the more we can legitimize this industry and this job, I think the better, not just for current creators who are working, but also for future ones and like how, they contribute to the media and culture landscape. I'm all for it.
Totally. It's moving around the chess pieces in like still a very new and like volatile industry, and it'll be cool to see like this foundation laid for the future.
For sure. I love it. Okay, next up, in other important news, Kylie Jenner is reportedly working to launch a quiet luxury brand. Page Six has reported that Kylie Jenner is stepping back from the cosmetics brand and signing with Jens and Emma Grede, the husband and wife duo behind Skims and Good American. Toward the end of 2019, Jenner sold half of Kylie Cosmetics to Coty for $600 million. Sources have reported that she's now looking to step back into fashion and step up her game. We've seen Kylie stepping away from street style to work with classic brands like Jean Paul Gaultier, Dolce & Gabbana, and she just announced as the face of Acne Studios. Despite speculation that the new brand will fall into the fast fashion category, industry sources stress the label won't be cheap and will skew to quiet luxury. Could this be the next row?
Truly. I mean, Acne Studios, I feel like, has had such a cool reputation for a long time. Like, I remember when I found out about Acne Studios, it was like 2015, and it was like well out of my price point, but it was like kind of at the height of like the Yeezus Supreme like hypebeast era that I was like, whoa, acne jeans, like these are so special, and they kind of became like a really iconic part of like that chapter of streetwear. And to see someone like Kylie get on board with a brand like Acne now in 2023, where I feel like streetwear and high fashion are kind of more or less synonymous, it's like, I don't know. I think it's like the perfect representation of that marriage that we've kind of seen in fashion in the last like 5 to 8 years.
For sure. And I think it's also signaling that like this quiet luxury trend is maybe here to stay a bit more. Like Kylie Jenner is such a big face in like popular culture. And so if she's stepping into this space, like I feel like it's going to signal a bit more attention and resources into this style of luxury of fashion in general, which I'm all for. Like
totally
take away the thoughts of America and bring back the coastal grandmother vibes. Like this is the aesthetic that I'm here for. So I'm excited.
Yeah, like what I really love too is like I feel like brands like Acne, like, because it's like you see a lot of celebrities kind of going the fashion route, but they'll either go like really, really high fashion, or they'll go like the kind of general market like Zoomies or like PacSuns or like Vans or Converse, and like seeing Acne, it's just like, I don't know, it kind of holds like a special place in my heart because it feels like it's kind of this like industrial fashion market that aligns with like early 90s archive Raf Simons and just kind of like this art house fashion that I feel like kind of gets like curtained by like really large fashion houses, and Kylie's name being as big as it is, like being attached to something that feels like a little bit off the beaten path, like a little bit kind of like approachable avant-garde. It's like, there's exciting things happening in fashion.
For sure.
Kind of happening like well under the surface.
Did you know that Acne Studio started as an agency? Like a marketing agency?
That's so cool.
Yeah, they were a marketing agency out of Sweden. And then for Christmas, they created these jeans as a gift to clients and friends. And became so popular that they just started expanding more and doing more of it.
Whoa, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
So arcade sneakers incoming?
Who knows? We'll see. I'm very inspired by the Acne story, so
totally.
Who knows?
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So finally, it looks like Alix Earle may be getting her own reality show. So it's speculatory, but here's what we know. People are currently speculating that the show is being filmed and will be called Earle's Girls, which as a former Earle's employee, love that name. Fantastic. Alix has been spotted wearing Mike packs and has been posting more family content than ever with the hashtag Earle's Girls. Creators on TikTok are pointing out the similarities between Alix's current career trajectory and the early season of the Kardashians, with Alix rocketing to fame while her family navigates and supports her new life. With the ongoing writer's strike, it's also the perfect time for new reality shows to pick up viewers. Commenters on TikTok speculate that the show might end up part of Alex Cooper's Unwell network, in addition to Alix Earle starting a podcast. And however, with the speed of social media today, could the show stay relevant long enough to gain audience attention?
I think yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, my vote is yes. I think that this makes sense for Alix Earle to do. Like I feel like she was born to be a reality star. Same with Kim Kardashian. She was like, and she talks about this, like she was born, or she feels like she was like kind of like she's a perfect fit for a reality show. So I think Alix Earle has that like star quality, and that's what has attracted so many followers to her TikTok. So I don't see this not working well for her, and it's kind of cool to see another family kind of like rise up into this reality show like ecosystem. So yeah, I'm here for it. And it's also cool that like Alix Earle is like of the Gen Z generation. So it's fun to see there's production for a show for Gen Z viewers.
Totally. It's like Gen Z is getting their like, because I remember when like, you know, kind of watching like the Kardashian, like keeping up with the Kardashians like start and like the first couple seasons and like how excited everyone was and like how exciting that whole like era was, you know, of just like watching this family like evolve and everyone kind of like come into their own like characters and businesses like on this show. And I feel like, you know, it's about time that a new generation gets to like watch that same thing happen with like some of their favorite creators.
It's about time that they get that.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have for today. Now that we've got your palette, go eat something
more substantial. Sorry, I thought we were going to say it together.
We should have. Sorry,
Totally.
I chickened out there.
It's all good.
But cheers to you.
Cheers.
That was fun.
Yeah.